our young people have worked so hard to prepare for this moment. As you know, there's a lot of coaching that goes into this moment, a lot of research, a lot of preparation, and most importantly, a lot of critical thinking. A lot of people think that speaking is just about the words that come out of your mouth, but in fact, there's a lot of forethought that is invested in the speeches and in the debate rebuttals that you will hear on today. So we're just so glad that you have taken time out of your schedules to join us for this moment in our children's lives, and we just encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy, think about what it is that you hear today. Again, thank you. I would like to bring up now our public speaking and debate teacher, Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor, would you please come to
Good afternoon. My name is Miss Nicole Taylor. I have been teaching your wonderful students, your wonderful kids, public speaking and intro to debate for the last week. They have been working so hard. First of all, composing their presentations as well as doing research on their own topics and other topics, as well as we sort of try to figure out what was best for them. They have been working on body language, eye contact, and tone, and they're very excited to present for you today. Each student has 2 minutes for their presentations, and our first speaker is Esther Hahn.
Good afternoon. My name is Esther Hahn. I am going to go to Roberto Clemente Middle School in 6th grade. Today, I will be presenting to you what makes a good friend. Everyone has friends of some sort. Friends are very important in our lives. But people wonder, what makes a good friend? In my opinion, a good friend is someone who cares about you. They are also someone who won't change who you are, but will make you into a better you. With a good friend, you always have fun. Everyone wants a good friend in their life, and good friends do have these traits. A good friend is caring. Your friend will listen when you say something. When you're feeling down or having trouble with something, they will try to help as much as they can. They won't leave you alone to face something tough. They will offer to help. If someone tries to hurt you, they will always protect you and make sure that you'll be okay. A good friend won't leave you on your own. They'll care and always be with you. A good friend won't try to change you. They'll just make you better. They like you for you, and they wouldn't want you to be something that you're not. Your friend should make you a better person. They are friends with you because of who you are, not because they want you to be someone else. Finally, a good friend is someone you always have fun with. They make everything fun to do. You can talk and have fun together. It's just more fun to do with a great friend. Friends are fun and the best to do things with. They make anything fun. Friends are great to have. You need a good friend in your life. Make sure you have a friend who cares about you and doesn't want to change you. You should always have fun with them. You should always be a friend like that too. Thank you.
Our next public speaker is Vincent Chan.
Good afternoon. My name is Benson Chan, and I'm going to 4th grade at Stone Mill Elementary School. Today, I will be explaining what I would do with $1 million. I will first donate half of the money to charity. People who are homeless need the money to buy food and clothes to keep warm so they won't freeze to death. And people who are sick need the money for medicine. The toys, the next thing I will do with my money is to buy my mom and dad presents. They have bought me toys, clothes, and food, so why not return the favor? Next, I'm going to round up the rest of my money and put it in my bank until college. Pay for it and learn a lot, and maybe get a job. Now you know what I would do with $1 million. Donate to charity, buy my mom and dad presents, and save for college. $1 million is worth a lot. I would surely spend it well.
Our next public speaker is Grace Chin.
Hi, my name is Grace Chen, and I'm going to the 6th grade in Cabin John Middle School. Today, I will tell you about why education is important. Education is essential to a person's life. First, education makes you a smarter person. Without education, you'd end up like one of those kids on the internet who can't tell the difference between war and your, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, and exponents and square roots. You want to be intelligent, right? Well, education can help you become a lot smarter. Who doesn't want to be a smarter person? Either way, education is crucial to success in life. Without education, you may not be able to achieve your highest potential. Education might seem boring and not very helpful at first, but when you become an adult, your level of education matters a lot. Companies rely on employees with skills fit to do the job. Where do they usually learn those skills? The answer is obvious. From proper education in school. Companies often seek out potential employees who have a higher degree of education, such as a PhD. To get those high degrees of education, you have to study harder and longer, therefore putting more effort into education. That's another reason why education is important. If you want a higher chance of getting a job, you need to focus on a master's degree or a PhD. Don't be lazy and put in the minimum effort to get a simple bachelor's degree. The more work you put into education, the more you'll pay off well. That's why you should never underestimate the importance of education. Finally, education is important because it helps you communicate smoothly with others. Imagine you sent an email to someone, but your grammar was terrible because you had never received a proper education. Communication would be stemmed significantly and would be unclear, as well as difficult. If you had acquired a proper education, your English would have been understandable, and your message's meaning would have gotten through to its recipient. As I said previously, proper education pays off well. Be sure to get the most out of your education, and don't drop out of school. You won't regret it.
Our next public presenter is Rockville.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Peapod. I am in 6th grade at Cabin John Middle School. I'm going to talk about my favorite hobby, basketball. First, I love the high-scoring game. In the NBA, the final score is usually in the upper 90s. Baseball, hockey, and soccer are some sports with low-scoring games. All players usually get one attempt to score. It is okay if you don't score because there are many other stats. There are also assists, blocks, and steals. Even though in the NBA there are elite defenders, the final score is still in the upper 90s. Also, basketball is a fun activity that provides exercise. The 48-minute game has many substitutions. Each team has 12 players. These players need many breaks. Players have to run up and down the court very often. Not every sport provides exercise. Baseball and golf are just some sports without exercise. Lastly, NBA players perform incredible moves and shots too. Spin moves, between the legs, behind the back, and dunks are some cool moves players perform. Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant are just a few players who make clutch and insane shots. In conclusion, basketball is a high-scoring game, provides exercise, and players perform great moves and shots. Thanks for listening.
Our next public speaker is Sherry Yee.
Good afternoon. My name is Sherry Yee and I am 9 years old. I'm going to 4th grade at Dunn Elementary School. Today I'm going to talk about a wish. If I could have anything I wished for, I would have a husky puppy. I would wish for a husky puppy because it lives in a place where it snows. I really like the snow. I like building snow forts and skating. But let's not get off topic. Another reason I want a puppy is because sometimes my friends cannot play with me, so I have to go home and play by myself. But if I had a puppy, I could play with it instead. My final reason for wanting a puppy is because they are playful. My friend has a very playful puppy and her name is Mila. In conclusion, if I would have anything I wish for, I would have a husband puppy. Thank you for listening.
Our next public speaker is Alice Chan.
Good afternoon. My name is Alice Chan, and I am going to 8th grade at Cathay Middle School. Today, I will be talking about my favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is dance because it allows me to express myself through body movements and my facial expressions. Like when I am sad, I can express my sadness through the dance movements and also my facial expressions. There are some types of dance that I like to do more than others. I love doing lyrical, ballet, and contemporary. Ballet, lyrical, and contemporary are all really challenging because you need to have good technique and you also need to convey story to the audience. They also have beautiful music and you need to be very graceful with your movements. I really enjoy dancing because it helps me relax and it allows me to communicate with people without using any words. I also really enjoy performing in front of people, and I also have the passion for dance because that is what I want to do when I am older, dance professionally. I can't imagine what my life would be like without dance, and thankfully I don't have to. Thank you.
Our next public speaker, Ricky Yee.
Good morning. My name is Ricky. I am 9 years old and I will be going to 4th grade at Dynam Elementary School. Today I will be telling you why education is so important. The first reason why education is so important is because education can help save people's lives. A long time ago, people didn't have as much medicine and treatments as now. When people started studying in school, they learned more about the human body and came up with more and more terms. After many years of studying the human body, we have been able to operate surgery. The second reason why education is so important is because it helps people invent new items that are safer than the current items. For example, Thomas Edison invented the incandescent light bulb. The incandescent light bulb is safer than gas lamps and candles. The last reason why education is so important is because it helps people reduce pollution. The electric car reduces major pollution. It reduces the amount of gas used by regular cars. In conclusion, education is very important for many reasons such as saving people's lives, inventing new items, and reducing pollution. That's why education is so important. Thank you for listening.
Our next public speaker is Caleb Doyle.
Good afternoon. My name is Caleb and I'm going to 6th grade at Rockville Middle School. I would like to tell you what makes a good student. A good student studies almost every night but always studies the night before a test. They study efficiently and stay focused on their work. Second, a good student participates efficiently and they aren't afraid to share with the class. And and express their ideas. They use good participation skills so everyone can understand what they are saying and aren't distracted by their body movements. Third and finally, a good student completes and turns in their work on time. Either classwork or homework, the student can get their paper in on time and hopefully receive a passing grade. A good student stays on task when working, so they have a better chance of receiving a passing grade. In conclusion, a good student studies, participates, and does their work efficiently to receive a passing grade. Thank you.
Our next public speaker, Larry Boone.
Hello, my name is Larry Boo. I'm going into 7th grade at Cathay Park Middle School. Today, I will tell you about what I would do with $1 million. If I had $1 million, I would first use half of it on investments. I might invest it in stocks, so if the stock value increases, so does my earnings. I might get a lot of money in the process, but investing can also be risky because I could also lose a lot of money if, for example, deflation occurs and the stocks are worth less than expected. I can't predict what will happen to my money, but many times the stock values will increase and I'll get away with lots of money. After investing, no matter what happens, I'll spend about 20% of my total money put into a bank account. This way, I can save a portion of my money to be used later. Also, the money in the bank account will earn some interest, about 2 to 4% a year, depending. In addition to earning the interest, I can keep the money safe and lower the risk of getting it stolen. It would probably stay safe there until something bad happens to the bank. Lastly, I will use the remaining 80% of the money to buy myself a mansion with a lot of land in it. Since it'll cost a lot, I use the majority of my money into buying it. I would also use some money to buy top quality home furnishings, like sofas, good TVs, and video games. I would install a basketball hoop since I like basketball, and maybe even get a pool. It would be great, but the best part is that I would share the home with my family since they've helped me so much. In conclusion, I would use $1 million on a lot of things to make my life and my family's life better, and hopefully I will have some leftover money to be donated. This is what I would do with $1 million. Thank you.
Our next public speaker, Eileen Yang.
Good afternoon. My name is Eileen Yang and I'm going to 6th grade at Rockville Middle School. Today I'd like to tell you what superpower I would want the most if I could have any of them. I would want super speed. I want super speed because of many reasons. First, I don't have to be car sick. Many of you probably had a really long road trip and got car sick. But with super speed, I can just run to places instead of using the car. I can also run ahead and wait in line or set things up depending where we were going. Next, if I forgot something very important, I can just run back home and get it. For example, if we were on a car ride for an hour to go camping and just remembered we forgot tents, then I can run back and bring the tents to the car. Another reason is so I can run away from danger. If I am in trouble, then I can run away and avoid the consequences. Finally, I can go green. Super speed doesn't use gas, so it wouldn't pollute the air. I don't need any bus or car to go anywhere. I just need to use my legs. In conclusion, if I could have any superpower I wanted, then I would wish for super speed. I want super speed because I won't get car sick, I can get things if I forget them, I can avoid danger.
Our next public speaker, Claire Chin.
Good afternoon. My name is Claire Chen and I'm going into 6th grade at Cathay Middle School. Today I'm going to tell you what I would wish for if I could have anything I wanted. If I could have anything I wished for, it would be the superpower of invisibility. First of all, if I was invisible, I wouldn't be doing this right now. If I could turn invisible, I could walk right out of this room. Also, if I mess up in front of you, I could disappear so you guys won't be laughing at me and making me embarrassed. Another benefit of being invisible is that I can escape dangerous situations. For example, if a criminal was on the loose, I could disappear so I won't become a victim that gets hurt. In addition, if someone is pressuring me to do something very bad, I can turn invisible so I won't have to go through all of that. Plus, if someone ever tried to fight me, I would use my power of invisibility to run away. Then I won't get pulverized. The power of invisibility will also allow me to cause mischief without letting anyone know that I did it. I could scare people by making them think that I was a ghost. Also, I could cheat on tests by looking at the answer key. I would ask to go to the bathroom, turn invisible, and go peek at the answers. In addition, with the power of invisibility, I would be able to go wherever I want, whenever I want. Finally, I'll always win at hide and seek, but that's only when I'm hiding. I just wait until everyone is found, and then I'm automatically the winner. In conclusion, if I could have anything in the world, it would be the power of invisibility, because I can prevent myself from being embarrassed, escape dangerous situations, and cause mischief. In my opinion, invisibility is a great power. Thank you for listening.
Our next public speaker, Victoria Moe.
Good afternoon, my name is Victoria Moe, and I am going to 4th grade at Rockville Elementary School. Today I will tell you what makes a good friend. One part of a good friend is good personality. A friend with a good personality is fun, friendly, and caring. Friends are fun when we talk to them. A friend is caring when they help you out when you need it. Another part of a good friend is similar interests. This way you and your friend will play often and can agree easily. For example, you and your friend are deciding what to do, but can't agree. Good friends accept who you are, and are loyal, true, and won't leave your sides. In conclusion, good friends have good personalities, similar interests, and they're loyal. A good friend is unforgettable.
Our next speaker, Erin Tien.
Good afternoon. My name is Erin Tien. I'm going to the 3rd grade at Diamond Elementary School. Today, I'm going to explain to you about why education is important. Education is important because it teaches us knowledge we need to know for the future. Also, the right surrounds about the past that can help us prepare for the future. Education can provide people skills and knowledge. If we did not learn in schools and have proper education, we would not be able to make electrical products and many other things like medicine. Also, education is important because it can help you get better jobs. In conclusion, I think education is important because it provides us knowledge, it helps us make products, and many other things. It is the most important thing for success. Thank you.
Our next public speaker, Stephanie Moe.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Moe, and I'm going to the 6th grade at Lakelands Park Middle School. Today, I'm going to describe to you what I'd do if I had $1 million. First, I would save it for college. I would do so because if I got into an expensive college I wanted to go to, I would be able to go and not be limited into my options. In addition, I could get a better job if I went to a good college, and some colleges are expensive. Second, I would spend some. I want to spend some because there are things I want, but I don't have allowance. Another reason is that if I bought my own stuff, I wouldn't have to bug my parents. Finally, I would donate some. I want to give some away. I know that there are people who need money more than me. It could benefit others. Also, I could donate to charities like the Orpus Foundation, which collects old things and money and help out. In conclusion, if I had $1 million, I would save it for college, spend some, and donate some to benefit others. If you had $1 million, be sure to spend it wisely. Thank you.
Our next public speaker, Ellen Boo.
Good afternoon. My name is Ellen Boo. I'm going to 3rd grade at Rockville Elementary School. Today, I'm going to tell you what I would do if I had $1 million. If I had $1 million, I would buy a mansion for my family and I, so we will have a bigger place to play and live in. I would also donate money to poor people. I will buy food, clothes, games, and furniture so I have food to eat, clothes to wear, games to play, and a place to do things. In conclusion, if I had $1 million, I would buy a mansion, donate money to the poor, and buy food, clothes, games, and furniture. Thanks for listening.
Our next public speaker, Allison Fan.
Good afternoon. My name is Allison Fan, and I'm going to 6th grade at Eastern Middle School. Today, I'm going to talk about what I would get if I could have anything I wish for. If I could have anything I wish for, it would be the power to shapeshift, and here are some reasons why. First of all, I would be able to get away if I was ever in danger. If I got cornered by a criminal, I could turn into something small and get away. Or, if I was running for my life, I could turn into something fast, like a cheetah. I can also defend myself by turning into a predator. Another way I can use my power is so I can help others. If someone was stealing from someone else, I can sneak over and get the item back. I would also be able to help someone being chased or attacked by distracting the attacker as a prey. My last reason is so I can have fun. When I go to the beach, I could dive into the water as a sea creature. I could also fly in the sky as a bird. I wouldn't be limited to what people do. In conclusion, if I had the power of shapeshifting, I would use it to protect and defend myself, to help others, and to have fun. Thanks for listening.
Our next public speaker, Jerry Seema.
Good morning. I'm Jerry Seema. I'm 8 years old. I'm going to Regional Park Elementary School. I'm going to 3rd grade. Today I will talk with you about what makes a good friend. One of the things that makes a good friend is someone that is good to me. Then they can water my sunflower. A friend that can be funny but stupid. Another thing that makes a good friend to me is a friend that's one with me. Another thing that makes a good friend to me is someone who can play with me really well. One that can play toy car with me really well. Another thing where a friend that can play with me well, the friend that can play Pokemon cards with me really well. In addition, what makes a good friend to me is a friend that is very helpful. Friend that can help me with funny robots. Another way a friend is very helpful is a friend that will help me paint pictures. I paint some, my friend paints some, that is helpful to me. These are the things that makes someone a good friend. You're lucky if you have a good friend.
Our next public speaker, Daphne Wynn.
Good
Stephanie Wynn. I'm going to 3rd grade at Stone Mill. I'm going to talk about if I could do anything. If I could do anything, I would give unlimited money to the poor. I would give unlimited money to the poor because without a lot of money, the homeless can die of starvation and thirst. Also, without a lot of money, the poor can freeze to death. I would give unlimited money to the poor because the poor are forced by hunger to eat from trash cans. Then they can eat rotten food and die. The homeless are dirty and they can attract flies. The flies can carry diseases, and then the flies can spread the disease to the homeless person. Poor people look inside trash cans and rats can bite the poor person, and that poor person can get infected. I would give unlimited money to the poor because they do not have what we have. They cannot watch television, they cannot learn at school, they cannot eat well, and they do not have enough money to buy medicine if they become sick. So the poor need money to live a life like regular people. That is why I want to give unlimited money to the homeless. Thank you for listening.
Our next public speaker, Michelle Yao.
Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Yao. I'm going to 4th grade in Rockville. Today I'll be talking to you about if I could have anything, what would it be? Well, in my case, it'd be a power. What power? That if I do something, it would come alive. One reason I chose this power is because it can do almost anything. For example, I can turn invisible by drawing an invisible cloak and putting it on. Even though I can't turn into an animal, I can draw an animal. This way, in battle, I wouldn't risk my life. Another reason is that I can escape easily from danger. For example, if a bad guy tried to catch me, I could draw a hologram for myself, and while the bad guy pays attention to the hologram, I could run away. Or I could draw a car, plane, and jetpack and get away too. Finally, I can use my powers to help others. This is because I can catch a thief with an invisible cloak. With the invisible cloak, I'll set an invisible trap somewhere near the thief. This way, I can catch the thief and put him in jail without hurting myself. In conclusion, I would use my powers to escape from danger and help others, and sometimes just for plain fun. As you can see, the power to make drawings come alive. It's both useful and fun. Thank you, everybody.
Our next public speaker, Jeffrey G.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeffrey G. I'm going to 3rd grade in Bell Elementary School this fall. Education is important because today I'm going to talk about why education is important. Education is important because if you study harder, you could get a better job. If you get a higher degree, better jobs will accept you. You need a good job to get enough money. If you don't get a good education, you probably won't be accepted to a decent job. Education is also important because you can make medicine for the future, such as a cure for a chronic disease, or a way of high-speed transportation without pollution. If you don't study hard at school, you won't have as many chances to fulfill your dreams. Education also makes people more open-minded, so we can love others and help others. If you do not get a decent education, you won't be helpful to others. You won't be that helpful to others in society. In conclusion, education is very important, and not having a good one can lead to many drawbacks. In order to achieve our country's goals, our family's goals, and our goals, we need to focus on education. Thank you for listening.
Our next speaker, Martin Liu.
Hello, my name is Martin Liu, and today I will be telling you what I will do with $1 million. First, I will that's when my parents rely on my stuff. Next, I'll donate 9% to charity. They need money too. Then I will buy my parents luxury cars like the BMW X5 and the KN, so that can make their lives better. In conclusion, I will buy myself new electronics and donate to charity. Then get new cars. Thank you for listening.
And this concludes the public speaking section of our presentation. If you can join me in clapping for the entire youth. And in addition to public speaking, we also study debate. So students learn how to research a school day. Larry Boo will deliver the opening statement for the affirmative side.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Boo, and I'll be presenting the opening statement representing the affirmative team for the topic of why school hours should be longer. For my team's research, longer school days would generally cause students to be more educated since they have more time and subjects to learn about. With that knowledge, the better future opportunities they will have. They can have more time to socialize with friends and even make more new friends with longer school times. Parents can be less stressed about their children coming home too early or sending them off and paying for extracurricular activities. Finally, longer school days will come to the teachers' benefit as well because longer teaching time results in more pay for them. Basically, longer school days come to everyone's benefit, so we should really enforce the longer school days daily to many or all schools around the United States.
Stephanie Moe will deliver the opening statement for the negative side of the debate.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Moe and my team is representing the negative side of this debate. We think that school days should be shorter. We think this since students will have to teach longer, which can be tiring for them. Next, students will be able to process and remember the lessons better with shorter school days. Third, parents can save money on school supplies for children. This is because if school gets shorter, they won't need much supplies. Finally, schools take up almost 1/3 of the day. That leaves about 16 hours to do other things to do, not including sleep, which is unfair to kids and teachers. As you can see, this is an academic topic, and we believe that school days should be shorter due to many reasons.
Now the team members will have 10 minutes to debate the topic.
We believe school hours should be longer because it'll be much easier for parents since they don't have to pay for aftercare, and most aftercares are at least $50 per hour. Because the kids will still be at school until 5, so then the parents can just pick them up at around 5 and don't have to pay for aftercare.
Well, even if there is aftercare, well, not all schools can have aftercare, and some students might not want to go there. And plus, if school ends earlier, parents could send their kids to extracurricular activities too.
Well, if school is longer, then kids get to spend more time with their friends at school. But if kids at home, if school is shorter, kids have to go home earlier, and they can't interact with their friends at school as much as they can when they're at school.
Kids go to school to learn, and many times teachers don't let the students socialize.
Well, since there's so much extra time in the school day, and as you said, it might be too stressful for the students, they can have breaks occasionally, and that's the time when they can socialize with their friends.
Well, students go to school to learn and not to socialize, and like what Eileen said, most of the time the teacher won't let you socialize.
At school, teachers monitor the students. At home, like usually no one's there to like yap you to do your homework. So the teachers won't have to worry about if a certain kid doesn't do their homework.
Well, students can play video games at home instead of doing things like that. If the school day is shorter, you would learn more at school, and you wouldn't have to worry about forgetting something or not understanding anything.
Well, at school, if there's more time after each lesson, teachers can answer questions the students may have, and they can teach some of the things so the students can understand better.
Even though teachers will get more time to explain their subject, a shorter school day means that teachers can teach a shorter lesson. And the shorter lesson means that students can process what they learned faster and they won't forget anything.
Teachers will get more pay if there's more school.
Parents will also have to spend more money on school supplies and other school needs if the school day is longer. And they'll also have to pay more taxes.
The affirmative side will now deliver closing arguments.
So, in summary, as a member of the formative side, students should have longer school days. Since college is more competitive now, wouldn't you want to be ahead? Also, students will get better grades and less homework, which are some of the reasons why students would benefit from longer school days. If you study now, you'll have a better life later. Later in life, when the students are picking a college, they are most likely get into a great school. Also, when they're trying to pick a job, the parents will be happy too. The students will have a better life. Just because they study and have longer school days. Everyone will benefit from longer school days. Teachers will get more pay, students will have a good life, and parents will be glad that their child got a standing education. Longer school days provide more education, which is good for the future. Thank you, Linda.
The negative side will now deliver closing arguments.
In summary, our team strongly thinks that school days should be shorter because teachers will need to teach more, students might not remember and process everything, and that kids and teachers get only about half the day to do what they want. Who wouldn't want a shorter school day? Enough time to process everything, free time, and play is enough for a healthy lifestyle.
And I have tallied that the negative side has won this debate. Levels right now, but we're hoping to be able to grow the program so that we go from intermediate level all the way up to competitive level, and we'll need your support for that. So again, thank you for taking time out of your day to come and join us. Thank you very much. This concludes our presentation.